And Al Jefferson is nice enough to join us right now. Hey, Al, it's Vince Cellini here in Atlanta. Congratulations on this one. And really back-to-back wins without Paul George, but other guys like yourself stepping up. As a veteran, what's the mentality in a game like this, talented Clipper team coming in your place and trying to get this win before you hit the road?
It was very important to try to get the last 2 home wins before we go on this long road trip. And, over the years I've been in the league when some of your best guys go down, to me, that's when it's time for the guys to come together and really scrap and play hard. And I think that's what we did these last couple of games.
Al, you speak about the last couple games, but it seems if we look back over the early start here, without Paul George at times, and even C.J. Miles in the lineup, what is the point of attack then? I mean, we see you go to work in the second unit, but what is the messaging from Nate McMillan heading into those games?
I think that's the time that we have to just play together, especially on the defensive end. I think, we all know that defense, when you play great defense, that spark your offense. And I think that's what we've been doing. We've been protecting the paint, and Coach been telling us to just be scrappy on the defensive end. And that's how we went in there and got that big win in OKC, our first road win of the game, because we just scrap. And that's the kind of like what we have to do, especially, we need to do that when Paul do come back. But I think that's one of the things that we've been doing since he's been out.
Wondering, in a game like tonight, Al, you're sitting over there on the bench and watching the first quarter happen. Clippers go 11 turnovers. They score just 20 points. And you know that you're going to go up against a second unit that's actually had some pretty good success for the Clippers this year. Was it Nate wanting you to get down into the block and say, look, there's no big that's going to be able to stop you down there. Let's get you the ball. Let's feed you early and see if we can keep some of this momentum that we got to start off with in the first quarter.
Yeah, well, that's every game that he want me to establish. He want me to establish. But he had a talk with me. Some games, I'm not gonna get 10, 11, 13 shot attempts. In some games I will. And tonight was one of them games that I got my shot attempts. I had it going on the block, and also on the defense end too. Just trying to Space is one of them guys that, along with everybody else in this league now, the big man want to shoot threes. So, that's, you got to try to, contain Chris Paul and Raymond Felton, then get out there and try to contest the three-point shots. And that's been a big challenge for me, but I'm taking it on very well.
Yeah, I was going to say, as a veteran player, you know who you are. You know what your game is. So were there any apprehensions at all before coming to Indiana and hearing that they wanted to play up-tempo, but not only trying to fit in, but remain true to yourself and the player you are?
Yeah, well, one of the things Nate told me from day one that, we're going to play up-tempo. We're going to, run the ball, move the ball, but we don't have nothing. We're going inside to you. So that's all I needed to hear, man. You don't have to take much to satisfy me. So, as long as he didn't want me out there, trying to shoot threes like everybody else, I'm cool.
I'm wondering now, we've actually been talking about that here tonight on the set, about the young guys who are coming in and because of their skill set are being asked to do that. How do you feel, as more of a traditional big that plays on the block, what you're seeing from these guys at the 5 position, whether you think it's a good thing or not, and how you see maybe this evolution continuing?
I think it's a great thing because, it's really showing how, much skills that the young big man's got. When I first got in the league, every team, maybe beside Dallas, of course, who had Dirk, every team had a big 4 and a big 5 that both played on the block. And as the years went on, slowly but surely, guys started shooting threes. But I just think it's showing how much skills that the young guys got coming into the league. But I do believe that the old school game gonna come back. I may be in a wheelchair watching it, but I do believe it's gonna come back.
Well, let's hope we're all alive to see it.
Right.
Speak about that young fella, Miles Turner. You've been tutoring him and bringing him along, and tonight he took 3 threes. We talk about the young players and the big guys really stretching the floor and looking to shoot the ball. But are you getting him down in the post and getting him some Al Jefferson moves down there as well?
Every day after practice, but the one thing I'm telling Miles, what I'm teaching him right now is probably for him when he get like 6, 7, 8 years in the league. Because right now his game fit the way teams want to play right now. That pick and pop game, and him stepping back, scratching the defense out, shooting the three. I'm not asking him to go to the block right now. If you watch Kobe and all the great players, they didn't go to the block till later on in their career. So I'm telling him what you learning right now, you probably gonna use later on. But I just wanted to be concrete right now.
Well, listen, take some of that Bankers Life magic on the road with you as you guys hit the trail there. Wednesday starts at Portland, 5-game trip. Al, best of luck. Thanks for the time. Really appreciate it.
All right, thank y'all, man.
Great
appreciate
win.
it.